What does it mean to see the moon in one's dream? The moon in a dream represents a just ruler, his chief minister, a great scholar, a handsome-looking boy, a tyrant, or a liar. Seeing the moon as it is in the skies in a dream represents the chief minister of the land. Seeing the moon sitting in one's lap in a dream means getting married. Sitting in the moonlight and talking to one's friend in a dream means reverie and idle talk. If a woman sees that the moon has fallen inside her house, then if she takes it and wraps it in a swaddle in a dream, it means that she will beget a son who will shortly die after his birth and she will suffer great sorrow from his loss. Seeing the moon turn to the dark side in a dream means dismissal of the chief minister from his post. Seeing the moon advancing before the sun in a dream means that the chief minister will rise against his master. If the moon disappears in the skies in a dream, it means that one's business has come to a halt, or that something he has asked for will not materialize, whether it be good or evil. If the moon reappears in the dream, it means that one will receive what he is seeking, and again, whether it is good or bad for him. Seeing a bright and a radiant moon in the skies in a dream means justice and prosperity. Seeing the moon inside one's house in a dream means that a guest or a traveler will soon arrive. Seeing the moon laying on the ground in a dream means the death of one's mother. Walking on the moon in a dream means endearment and love for one's mother. The sun and the moon in a dream represent one's father and mother. Seeing the reflection of one's face in the moon in a dream means one's death. If one's wife is pregnant, and if he sees his resemblance reflected in the moon in a dream, it means glad tidings of a son. If one is looking into the skies and he suddenly sees the moon in his dream, it means that his enemies will be subjugated to him. Holding the moon in a dream means receiving a gift from a ruler or a rich person. If a ruler sees the moon dimmed in a dream, it means that his subjects will rise against him. If the moon turns into a sun in a dream, it means receiving honor and wealth from either one's father or wife. The moon in a dream also represents one's wife, sons, daughters, sister, properties, business, craft, a vessel, a ship, or it could mean travels. As for a sick person or a traveler, seeing the moon in a dream means one's destruction or death. If the moon is veiled by clouds in the dream, it means a short sickness. Seeing the moon through the clouds in a dream means losing one's job. If a rich person sees clouds covering the moon in a dream, it means losing his wealth. If the moon speaks to someone in his dream, it means that he will receive a high-ranking appointment. If a pregnant woman sees herself trying to reach the moon with her hand but to no avail in a dream, it means that she is wishing to have a son. Prostrating oneself to the sun or the moon in a dream means committing sin. If one sees the sun and the moon prostrating themselves before him in a dream, it means that his father and mother are pleased with him. If the moon splits in two halves in a dream, it means that harm will befall a great person, or that a major sign will manifest to show the divine power in that locality. If one sees a lunar eclipse, or if the moon becomes opaque, or turns reddish in a dream, it means that major changes will take place in one's life. The moon in a dream also represents one's bosom friend, an unjust governor, his chief minister, his assistant, a gambler, an oath, recovering from an illness or suffering from eye irritation. Seeing a full moon during the early days of the lunar month, when it is supposed to be only a crescent in a dream means benefits while the opposite means harm. The moon in a dream also represents a scholar, an astrologer, an astronomer or a guide. Seeing the moon at its highest point in a dream means honor and blessings while seeing it at its lowest point in a dream means the opposite. Seeing the moon in the position of Aries in a dream means benefits for someone who desires to meet with high-ranking people, though it could also have a negative connotation for someone who works in construction. Seeing the moon in the position of Taurus in a dream means losses for a business traveler. As for seeing it in the position of Gemini in a dream, then it means profits from a ranch and raising livestock. Seeing the moon in the position of Cancer in a dream means good time to get married and conceive children. Seeing it in the position of Leo in a dream means bad business for partnerships, securities, or mixing capitals. Seeing it in the position of Virgo in a dream is good for health and fitness-oriented people. Seeing the moon in the position of Libra in a dream means water loss for a pregnant woman. Seeing the moon in the position of Scorpio in a dream means benefits for health-oriented people, or for buying new clothing, though it also could connote negative results for travelers. Seeing the moon in the position of Sagittarius in a dream means bad time for planting or seedling. Seeing it coupled with Capricorn in a dream is a bad sign for construction or laying a foundation to a structure, or for starting a business. Seeing the moon in the position of Aquarius in a dream means bad time for sending messages or engaging in any enterprise. Seeing the moon in the position of Pisces in a dream is good for contracts and receiving a leadership position. If one sees the sun, the moon and all the planets assembled before him, and together they all produced a radiant and a magnificent light in a dream, it means that one's words are respected by people in authority. If the stars and the planets have no light in the dream, then they mean a calamity. In a dream, seeing a sun and a moon on one's right side and the same on his left side, above him, in front of him and behind him means a calamity and a defeat that will force one to retreat or to escape but to no avail.